And I think that something else that drives you over the edge when you're going through a divorce and there was an affair is if you live in, I mean, a lot of this country, including where we live in a place that is a quote unquote no fault state. And a lot of states in the United States are no fault states. And that really aggravates a lot of people because then they feel like there's no justice, right? Like I was wronged.
I hear you. I understand. I get it. And I see people like you in my office all the time. And it doesn't feel good if you are Chad and Brenda's out there with 20 other men.
Okay, so let's get into this. What are some things that someone should bring up to their attorney to look at, right? What are the things that they can control? Let's start with money, like marital money that was spent during the time that somebody was having the affair.
Right. So that is one place that most divorce lawyers' heads always go to in a no fault area, which is, well, okay, we don't really care that Brenda had the 20 boyfriends, but what we do care about is if Brenda was taking marital money and spending that marital money on 20 boyfriends. Because if she had not done that, the marital estate would have been bigger, more money to divide out in the divorce. So that is the place that all divorce lawyers go to when they're talking about whether what we call dissipation has happened.
What if you're thinking, I know that she or he is doing this and it's not coming out of our checking account. It's coming
Mhm.
like maybe you own a business to
Right.
maybe right? Cash, business cards. What do you do?
Yeah. So that's a little bit more tricky, but we deal with this every day, which is a lot of people might own businesses and they're running expenses for their significant other through the business. They're taking cash out of the business. They're running travel through the business. They're buying gifts out of the business. That would be something that you'd want to talk to your attorney about. A lot of times we subpoena those records to figure it out. And where you might see it is a business credit card that's reimbursed from the business.
The point of this episode is to give you some things that you should be focusing on that you might be able to control. You cannot control that he or she did something that really hurt you. And sometimes when something really bad happens, that part of our brain gets triggered that feels really insecure and it makes us do crazy things because we're scared. And like the whole reason why we do this podcast is because when you're getting divorced, you are tasked with making some really important decisions when you are not in a mental state where you should be making important decisions.